Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. It's Mark from Mark's Grand Valley Plus. Now yes, I know this doesn't look like the Grand Valley Plus, and it's not. This is the Christmas village I put together this year. I decided to use some of the knowledge that I have gained over the last couple of years working on my Grand Valley to redo my village, including adding this little Christmas train running here. It's a ON3 scale running on HO track. It's just DC, not a big deal, but it lights up. It's kind of cool. You can see I've got 3 different levels here, all built out of styrofoam, painted. Have all these buildings that I've been collecting over the last 20 years or so, adding slowly to our village, getting bigger and bigger. But one of the biggest things I hated about this village was that all these buildings here on the second tier that you see here, these 8 buildings here, and that particular ski school building in the middle there, and that building in the middle there that looks like a lookout tower, they all came with these nightlight type things with these long cords that had their own on-off switch. I used to run them underneath the table and I had all these plugs and all these extension cords and stuff all over the place trying to light all these buildings up. So I decided I was going to do something different. And so I eliminated all of those. And instead, I replaced all the lighting with the just lighting system. Okay? You can see over here, for those of you familiar with it, I added all of this. Underneath inside, there's a controller that for all of those. And then I'm going to lift one of these buildings up. Whoops. And you can see I have a little LED light there. Those are going to permanently stay there so that in the future, when I put this together for Christmas, I just put the 3 modules together, plug everything in, and then lay the buildings on top. This is very handy. I love it. Yeah, this time it took me 39 hours to build all of this, but that included building the tiers and painting them. Well, first I primed them and then painted them, and had to come up with a plan and figure out how I do all the wiring. At the end of this video, I will include some snapshots that I took of the work underneath the top tier and the middle tier to put all this together. It's pretty cool. So we'll take one more quick look at this here, so you get an idea. But yeah, it was fun. Thought I'd just throw this together real quick, and at the same time, say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever your flavor is for this wonderful holiday season. And thanks to my 500 plus subscribers. And see you in the new year. Have a good one. What you're looking at here is the underside of the back tier, or tier number 3, the tall tier. The wires on the left-hand side are coming from the Just Plug lighting system light hubs. You can see the top 8 there are labeled 2A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and those go to the lights that are on the second tier, and on the bottom 2 are the lights that go to the 2 buildings on the top tier. Just a continuation of the underside of the top tier. It's nothing more than the wires coming from the light hubs going into the expansion hub, and then later on I add the power cord to power this all up. The wires on the top are just the wires going on to the other pieces within the system. This here is the outside front of the top module or rear module. What you notice here is 8 wires coming out that have push connectors that I will be using to connect the 8 lights on the 8 buildings in the middle tier to the Just Plug lighting system to power everything up. This shot here then is the underside of the second tier where the 8 buildings will be on top of. You can hard to see, but you can see the wires coming down from the top into the system and then making their way, snaking their way up to the top where there's 8 more push connectors with the wires coming from the lights going into them, and then there's wires hanging randomly over the top and down at the side. Those are the wires that I use to connect this module to the upper module with those connectors that you saw on the outside front. Put this all together, put the buildings on top, powered up, and it's good to go.